So let's connect the clinical insight that you have with those practical choices that you've made with your business. How does your nursing background change how you research, write, and pick channels? Can you maybe share one quick example from a search to a booked visit, possibly?
Yeah, well, a lot of it is just really understanding people. Yeah, from being a nurse, there were certain tools that I used, like certain softwares. Medscape would be one of them that it would use for as a reference material if we're trying to understand a disease process or typical treatments for a certain disorder or what have you. And so through that, and then getting involved in advertising, I discovered that you can actually, like, let's say you're a pharmaceutical company or a medical device company that wants to target doctors. Well, unless you were a nurse, you wouldn't know that, or a doctor, you wouldn't know that that's actually a group of people. So you can target specifically people that only use that app on Google Ads or YouTube ads.
Right.
So just really having deep knowledge of an industry, it really helps you to know how to target people to be able to make them aware of a solution you provide to help them.
Wow, that's great. And that can translate into the kind of work that, that I do as an instructional designer, knowing your target audience, knowing what they need and how to meet them where they are and provide those. So I think my listeners will really connect to that. And those that are in education too will connect to that really well and kind of hear that, that similarity and how having that ability to do that and know a segment of a population is so
Yeah.
important, right?
Yeah,
It
exactly. Yeah,
can't be
speaking
a
their
one size fits all.
language. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not one size fits all, but understanding who they are, what tools they use, how they work, the language they speak, the terms they use, all of those things really give you insight, and you can use that to your advantage when you're trying to communicate to them.
Right, absolutely. So whether it's marketing and advertising or it's creating educational materials
Hmm.
and being able to create a pamphlet or a flyer to get to, that in a way is marketing and advertising too, because you're being able to market the services of the organization and you're also educating them at the same time. So it's dual, right? It's
Yeah,
education and it's advertising and marketing all in one. So it's interesting when something like that, like a flyer or a pamphlet or a handout, it can serve multiple purposes in a company or in an organization as well.
yeah. Education is really a huge part of it, and we do something called keyword research in search engine optimization, or SEO, as they for short, as they call it.
Right.
So that's something that, I mean, there's a lot of tools out there. Google's search tool is free and it's really easy to use. Answer the Public is another one that's free that's super easy to use. And what you can do is look on those tools and find out what terms related to a certain subject people are searching for the most, and
Oh,
then answer
okay.
questions related to that term.
Right.
And as you do that, that's going to make you a lot more visible online. So you can put that on your blog, you can make LinkedIn articles about that. So you're answering questions that they need to know the answers for that. And in that, or even a YouTube channel or educational material, because knowing the questions people ask is half the battle. Because there's questions sometimes that they're not even sure that they need to ask or what terms they need to use, or the correct terms. But educating them in that, it really helps them, puts them at ease, and helps them go a long way in what you're doing.